Yeah, so guys, good evening. Let me hope all of you okay. And of course, this is the Big Talk Show with me, Arnold. And please don't forget to subscribe on our channels, the Big Talk Show, on YouTube and of course on TikTok, Instagram, and X. It is still the same word, the Big Talk Show. And of course, the long waited is finally today. And we are with a big man. We are actually very happy to have him. He's finally here, and we want to thank him by the way for honoring our invitation. It's a good opportunity and to us because we really can't thank you enough for making it today. You know you're always fixed, but you've managed to make it. Yeah, so guys, amid distance is Bile Katongole Asimwe, and we are going to be working with him today, and he's going to tell us more about himself. And never know, you can get inspired by him, by the way. Yeah, so greet our viewers, and maybe you can introduce yourself and tell them who you are in some few details.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. This is a great honor.
Yeah,
I'm so much honored that
yeah.
amongst very many people, you decided to host me on this
Mm,
show,
yeah,
the big talk show.
yeah.
And these are the small things that usually we take for granted,
Mm,
but in actual sense, they're not small.
yeah,
Someone thinking about you and they say, "We need to talk to you."
yeah,
I
sure.
take it as an honor and as a blessing.
Yeah.
So briefly about me, I'm called Billy Katongole Asimwe.
Mm,
Um, I'm a Christian,
yeah,
and apparently I'm a student
yeah,
at
sure.
Ndeja University.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I'm in my third year. I'm doing a bachelor's degree in land survey and geomatics,
Oh,
and also happen to serve there in the Christian Union
mm,
because currently I'm working as the chairperson,
oh,
Agape Cell.
oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
if you're in Ndeja, you're able to tell when they talk about the different cells.
Sells by, yeah,
So, and it's by God's grace
yeah,
that we
sure,
are
by
put
the
in
way.
those different positions.
Mm.
Yes.
Oh, that's it's a good honor, by the way. It's a
Mm.
very honor that you're a God fearing man.
Yes.
Yeah, guys of this generation,
Yeah.
once you start saying something about church and they totally run away, it's a very
Yes.
good thing that you're in church, by the way.
Mm.
You're a very young man, very handsome,
Mm.
talented. So it's very something very good, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mr. Katongole, by the way, uh, what are the things that have motivated you in life? Like up now, like what are the things that have motivated you, that have kept you moving? Like in life there are very many challenges,
Mm.
and
Mm.
you know, keeping on pushing is the hardest thing. By the way,
Yes.
we know people give up by the way along the way. Like
Mm.
me, there are guys we started with secondary, high school, A level, and some of them have disappeared by the way.
Mm.
And it's honor that you talked of your Leger University and you're doing land service. A
Mm.
very good course.
Mm.
It's a science course, and I can also feel the pain you pass through by the way. Yeah, like so. What are some of the challenges or even something that have kept on motivating you, like no, I think I have to keep on moving,
Mm.
like throughout your life.
Yes. That's a very interesting question.
Mm,
And as human beings, there are things that drive us.
yeah, sure.
There are things that motivate you to keep doing something, even
Mm,
when you reach points of I feel like giving up on this.
mm,
I feel I can't do it anymore.
mm,
But I'm someone who believes that at the right time,
mm,
everything is going to happen the right way you would want it to happen.
yeah, sure.
And at one time, there's when I was in a very hard situation,
Mm,
I felt it was the end of the world. I
mm,
might not go much into detail to
mm,
tell you all this
yeah, sure.
because time is against us.
Mm,
And my grandfather happened to tell me that it doesn't matter how many times you fall down,
yeah.
but what matters is what you do after that.
Mm,
When you've fallen, have you stayed down? Or you're able to come up and come back strong?
yeah, sure.
It's even in football,
Yeah.
because when a team loses today, it doesn't guarantee that that's the end of it.
Mm,
It will still, they'll go back to their training grounds, they work on some few areas that they need to work on,
mm,
and they come back stronger.
mm,
So that's one of the things that motivates me, and I feel we should not give up at any one point.
yeah.
because giving up means, and to us men especially, because if you say you're going to give up, you're not going to achieve.
Mm.
Yeah, once you give up, you're not going to achieve.
Mm.
So I believe that by keeping on trying, by not giving up, by keeping the zeal of hard work, you're definitely going to achieve. Another thing that motivates me is faith. Like you had, I'm a believer,
Oh.
and
Wow.
and the scripture tells us that with God, everything is possible.
Yeah, sure.
Even when you read the Bible, you see that the different situations that those people went through, but bearing in mind that they had God who is above
Oh.
anything in this world, you're still going to make it in life.
Yeah.
So God and having hope that things will be well at the end of the day.
Oh.
Those are the things that motivate me and keep me moving.
By the way, you remind me of this guy, the CEO of KFC. That guy, I'm not sure of how many businesses he made, but there were 100 something. And when he was almost giving up, and he was like, no, I think let me try KFC. And he tried it in his 60s. And up to now, it is a success, by the way. And I think there's no country that doesn't have KFC.
Yes, true.
So that is a very good thing, by the way. Keep on pushing, keep on pushing. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, it's a nice one, eh? Yeah, and by the way, like, as you're pushing, there are always aims and values, core values. Like, what are those values, like your core values, like, that have always, that first, you've always, uh, you've always seen before you decide on your core values, because what there are things that you always first look at before you decide to do something.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, so what are those values that you have always depend on? Like, I think I have to use this way. I have to use this way. Not, yeah, go there.
Yes. One of my core values, if I got it well. Now, the first one is honesty.
Yeah.
That in everything I'm doing, I'm honest.
Mm.
The moment people start finding loopholes, start finding reasons to doubt you, then there's a way it limits you. Because I'm also engaged in business.
Yeah.
And in business, once you're a business person and you're not honest with your clients, then give it time, your business is going to collapse.
Yeah, sure.
Honesty is a very vital value in our lives. And the other thing that I consider most is discipline.
Yeah.
In any place you go to in this world, once you're not disciplined, you're going to face a lot of challenges. Opportunities are going to be taken away from you because of indiscipline.
Yeah, sure.
People who would want to do you favors, people who would want to employ you, people who would want to help you, they'll find it so hard to help you because of your discipline, your character. And then my last core value being integrity. Yeah. Because with integrity, you're able to win people's hearts.
Yes.
Because if you say Billy, they'll know Billy as a person who does this and this and this. So once you've built a very bad reputation, it affects your integrity so much that even when you say something, they know he's not a man of his word. At any point, he's going to change, and this is someone you cannot easily work with. And above all these things, be God-fearing. Be God-fearing. Because once you're God-fearing, you're not going to struggle in life. Because God is a giver and is a taker. He's the beginning and he's the end.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, as actually, let me hope our viewers are getting some interesting story here. Yeah, there are a lot of people here who are struggling with things, and they feel like it is the end of the world, or they feel like God left them, or you can be there and you feel like, oh man, like, I think God forgot me. But maybe when you start hearing someone's story, you get inspired by it.
True.
So, guys who are in the comment section there, let me hope you're picking something. Yeah. So, yes, we also want to know another thing from you. Like you said you're a leader. Like, what are what? Okay. Like, what are those things, like the external pressure. How have you handled the external pressure? Because when you're a leader, I'm sure not everyone that you're managing or everyone that is under your cell line, or they support you. I know there are always people who are they always want to know where the holes are, like your failures, like how I've always brought these people closer together, you bring them together, you decide on something, or if there's something like let's say you're deciding there's some project that someone wants to do, and you bring in an idea, and there are people who are opposing, or like you're going through something, and there are always external forces. Like, how have you always handled such things?
Yes. Thank you so much for that wonderful question. And it's good that you used the word leader rather than politician.
Yes.
I've been a leader several times in the different levels of education.
Yeah, sure.
And even in our family, being the firstborn, that puts you in a position of a leader.
Yeah.
So one of the ways that I handle these pressures that arise in my tenure as a leader, one thing, you have to be a very calm person. Because the moment you rush to conclude on certain things, then you're going to mess up at one point.
Yeah.
Because someone is doing something for a reason. That's one thing you have to understand, that as human beings, before you set your mind to do something, there's that thing that is pushing you. So you might call for a meeting, for example, and the people you call for the meeting, or your committee that you're working with, they fail to show up. One or two people fail to show up. So you don't rush to their inbox, complaining, quarreling at them, barking at them. Why didn't you make it for a meeting? You're not serious. Because people go through a lot.
Yeah, sure.
And that's one thing you have to appreciate as a leader. You have to carry that patience in you, that you've understood why exactly, what is the reason as to why someone has done something. And I'm someone who believes in dialogue, that in case of any challenge, come together, sit down, speak it out, and find solutions for that challenge. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. Guys who are missing this show, actually you're missing a lot. You're seriously missing a lot, but especially campus students, you're seriously missing a lot. But please, like I've said, we are always on YouTube. You can always check for the reviews of this broadcast, and you can be able to understand something. So, Mr. Billy, like you've said, you're a campus student. You're doing land survey. Like, where do you see your life after university? Are you still interested in being a leader, or like, you want to be an MP, or you want to lead, or you want to make a company, and you want to, like, you're a sales leader, like you want to make a survey company? All that is leadership. Because you want to be a CEO without leadership skills, then your company will have to collapse. So where do you see your life after campus, or like after 5 years from now? You want to get married, things like that,
Yes.
Yeah. So where do you see your life after campus?
In 5 years' time, 5 years' time, I'll be done with. I'll have completed my course.
Yes.
And automatically, I'll be a professional surveyor.
Yeah.
I won't be a student anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing myself in my profession that I'm pursuing right now. And then I'm someone who is more into business, because even here at campus, there are some businesses I'm running. And I believe that your source of income is not only from the profession that you're having, because if you take good notice of the people that are ahead of us, even our own lecturers, even our own parents, that source of income is not the jobs that they're doing. Maybe it's a teacher, maybe it's a doctor, maybe it's an engineer. You'll find that in one way or the other, they're doing business. So my dream is to be a very prominent businessman. And talking of leadership, I've just started. This is just the beginning. I see myself in very big positions in the future. Not leaving out the fact of going for member of parliament.
Wow.
But
That's
in
nice.
this is a dream for 10 years, not 5 years.
Yeah, for 10 years.
Because 5 years time, I'll still be in that phase of preparation.
But it's still okay because like yesterday,
Yes.
by the way, I was watching news. I was watching NTV, and I saw Churchill,
Yeah, he
the
wants
girl's
to go
president
for
of
Youth
Makerere,
MP.
was nominated
Yes.
as an MP for
Youth
Central.
MP. That's right.
Yeah. So you can, but anyway, it also depends to how you prepared.
Yeah.
You can come in after 5 years, and you want people to know that you were there.
Yes.
Then after 10 years, of course, when you're fully prepared.
Yes.
But anyway, if that's what you want, then
yeah, I'm someone who always wants to plan.
Yeah.
Not to fall into something that you've not prepared for. So when I talk of 10 years, that's when I really want to join the political world.
Yeah.
And I hope it all goes well. By God's grace, I hope it all goes well.
Of course, where there's good living.
Yeah, for leadership, we've just started.
Okay.
We've just started.
Okay. But like, do you have a mentor? Do you have someone you always look to and you're like, yeah, I think I want to be like that guy? Is there any person who inspires you? Maybe I've never even seen you, but whenever you look at this person, you're like, yeah.
Of course. There are a lot of people that inspire me. Because if you find that in life you're not being inspired at any one stage, then something is not right. Because there are people you look at and you say, I would wish to be like him.
Yeah.
Or I would even wish to be better than him. So my inspiration lies in our family, and that's my grandfather, Mr. Katongole. He inspires me so much that, yes, he inspires us actually to be better than him.
Okay.
Yes, so that's my inspiration. Yeah, that's my inspiration.
Okay. Yeah. So by the way, our discussion is basically going to be on leadership, what. So you were a leader at the university in a certain cell. Like how have you always handled the accountability of like the things you do? I know there are always projects, or let's say there's something you can, or like yourself is going to present on certain Sunday. Like how have you always handled maybe like something like what, like accountability?
Yes. One unique thing about leadership is that the secret is not with you, but rather the secret is, are you working with the people you have? Because in those different positions, you find there are people you're working with. So you have to make sure that you task them to be active in their offices. And when they're active in their offices, it's easy for you to work with them. It's easy for you to deliver to the people. So talking about sales, now, I believe in teamwork, because our cell, we believe in spreading the agape of God. That's the love of God. And by loving unto God's people, you have to be inclusive. You have not to be judgmental. You have to care for everyone. You have to share with them. And you also know that love is the greatest commandment.
Yes.
So everything we do rotates about love. And with love, if an issue comes up, you talk about it. I told you about dialogue. Approach a brother, talk to them. If we are ministering on Sunday, the dancers, there's someone in charge of the dance team. Let them be active in their offices. Work with them. Show up when they have practice. So it motivates them in a way that they feel you're part of them, rather than seeing yourself in this position of, oh, I'm the chairperson, I let the rest do what they can do. No, you have to come down to earth and work with the people.
That's a good one. That's a good one. By the way, it's not easy. It's not easy. So
it's really not easy.
Yeah, you are in which year?
I'm in my third year.
You're in your third year. So I'm sure there's a student here who is in year one, and maybe you also feel like being papa of a cell. Yeah, which words would you tell that person before they can come into also, like, maybe want to be like a tongo, I also want to be a papa. Like, what would you encourage this person to do? How would you motivate this person? How would they prepare And what kind of things are they like? Which kind of things will they meet as being a papa? Yes.
First and foremost, I would want to make it clear that however much you have dreams, however much you have desires in this world,
yeah,
there are things that we leave to God. Because being a chairperson of a cell, this is mainly Christian based. They're not going to say, now we are going to vote leaders for cells. And there's this scripture that tells us that many are what? Many are called, but few are chosen.
Yeah.
So if you really would want to be in that position, don't leave it unto yourself. Don't try to do it physically, like you're using your own power to do it, because you're going to fail. There are things that you do and you let God do the rest. So if you're a Christian, be committed. If it's a cell, be active in cell. If it's a class and at one point you want to be president of that class, be active, commit yourself to it, and prioritize your things. Because we have dreams, we have visions, but along the way we lose track of these things because we are not prioritizing certain things. So if you really want to be a good leader, if you really want to achieve something, commit yourself to it. Yeah, befriend people, be social. If he's a papa, befriend him, be close to him. Once he says conduct this activity, do it. Like Waganda call it kwetega. Hey, be there. When they need to do something, be there, do it. And do it wholeheartedly. Don't do it because you want people to see it, because at the end of the day, you're serving God, you're not serving people.
Oh,
yes.
That's a good that's a good one, by the way. Yeah, and I mean this your leadership journey, more especially like at campus. What are some of the projects you have tried to come with? We have seen, like you've said you're a surveyor, and in surveying there's something called GIS. GIS, there's monitoring weather, what. Do you guys try to come with something like a project, like let's plant like trees to make sure that our environment is safe, or let's do some cleaning, like certain cameras, what? Have you tried to do such things, or have you ever thought of them?
About that, as a survey class, particularly under spatial mappers, recently, we had a cleanup in our town here in Deje Town Council, and it was a successful thing. That was one of the projects that we did. And then also, I'm a member of Rotaract. Yeah. So we do these outreaches to different schools. We helping the needy, and also being part of AYLF being Africa Youth Leadership Forum, in partnership with Heaven Lights. We are able to visit Ndeje demonstration school, and we happen to do charity to some of these students who are soon doing their primary living examinations, but they don't have scholastic materials. They don't have sets. Some don't have shoes. Some have not yet completed their fees, and they're going in for exams. So those are projects that we've done, more of them, and we are still doing more.
That's good. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah. So, Billy, as a man, what away from leadership duties, like what do you normally do in your free time? Like away from that, like you have free time, what do you normally do away from that?
Yes. Away from that, I'm a soccer fan.
You're a soccer fan?
Yes.
You
Yes, I'm a soccer fan, and I also play
which
soccer.
team do you support?
I support Man United.
Man United.
Yes.
By the
We
way,
recently
Man
beat the
Liverpool.
champions of Premier League.
Yeah, Liverpool.
Yes. So
By the way, it's a nice one. By the way, congratulations.
thank you. We are coming.
Yeah.
We are coming.
By the way, I saw this guy, this presidential candidate, Munyagwa, was like, Manu is like a flat hand for this Chinese.
Yeah.
like when you use a Chinese flat iron and you connect it to electrical power, when it is hot, when it starts becomes hot, it's very hot.
Yes.
When you remove it from the power supply, it just goes cold and like immediately at once. So you're like, so by the way, congratulations.
Thank you.
You guys.
Yes.
For the first time actually seeing Arsenal fans, supporting Manchester United.
Yeah, this time around they're supporting
to beat Liverpool.
Yes.
Yeah, and you said you also play.
Yeah, I also play soccer. And actively in Leisure here, I've been a goalkeeper for several tournaments. In Aya 1, we had the Kambuzi tournament. And the team I was in, we won that goat, if you remember so well. And then the Surveyors Gala, we've won it twice consecutively. And even next year, hopefully we are going to take it because our team is still strong and our players are good. Having me in goal, that's a done deal. But I love soccer, and the other thing I love is I used to love watching movies, but I don't know if it's age. But now I reach a point where I watch and I find myself dozing off. So I think priorities have somehow changed. Priorities have changed, and I'm focusing on other things. I'm in business, where I'm doing well, I can say, because being a student, you're running two businesses is something not easy. You need to invest in your time, you need resources, you need to balance with academics.
By the way,
managing.
On that, that's what I was coming to. How do you balance all those things, leadership, you have to also play football, you also have business, like how do you balance your time? How do you balance your time? Because it's also something not easy.
True.
Yeah, how do you balance your time?
Now, one thing with life, like I said, you need to set priorities.
Yeah, sure.
The main reason as to why we are at campus is academics.
Yeah, sure.
We are here for academics mainly.
But
that doesn't rule out the other aspects of life, because you need to be in leadership. You need to do business because you need to earn. And I'm someone who believes that you can actually do it no matter how small it is. I never want to sound like motivation speakers who the other day we were sharing with someone and some motivation speaker said that he started a poultry farm with just one feather. You see, those are some of the things that people hear.
I barely listen to motivation speakers. Yeah. Actually, they leave very many things behind the scenes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have to prioritize.
Yeah. Sure.
If it's academics, if it's a lecture, be in for the lecture. Business can always wait. You plan. If you wake up in the morning, have a daily schedule.
Yeah.
Say, I have a lecture at 11. In the morning, I have to work on my clients. You prioritize things, and once you prioritize and you know what you want, you're going to achieve. Going to achieve.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. By the way, time management. Like
yes,
this time I'm supposed to be here. Yeah, that's actually that's something the Europeans went from us. Like we Africans, but Africa is picking.
Yes,
we are picking. Yes, because if we can have guys like you, and we are actually in Deji. Yes. If Deji is having a population of like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and there are guys like you, like 500, then Uganda is going to be a success.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, and by the way, we also want to know, because like you have said, you don't like motivational speakers. You're at campus, you're doing business. Like, what have been your biggest failures and maybe regrets, or maybe someone who's there, they are going to join university and they're also planning to start a business, like what would you tell this person? But first, let's start from your biggest failures, and then the regrets, then you will come to that, what you would advise someone who's coming to join university.
One of my biggest regrets, but I won't say it's a regret, because I'm someone who believes in learning from our experiences.
Yeah.
Because like I told you, the moment you fall, you don't need to stay down.
Yeah.
Now when you fall, when you're still down there, you think outside the box.
Yeah.
And you say, if I got this challenge at this point, at this stage, what was the cause? How can I overcome it? what is the best solution to this. So I've not had challenges that I would regret about, because one of the biggest challenges I faced in my high school, it was with my academics and still with leadership. Because in my form 6, I had to rebound because my first results couldn't take me to university. I remember I had 7 points. So I was advised by different people, my parents, my guardians, our friends, people who have been there and they have experienced it and know what it means. So I had to rebound. And seeing myself where I am now, I don't have a reason as to why I should regret, because along the way, I've met amazing people. I've had certain achievements. I'm doing a course, not a bad course, it's a good course. And I'm sorry to use the word bad because someone out there might think their course is bad. But in a way of, there's something you wanted to achieve, and this is what you got in return. But still, you keep pushing. You keep pushing. I don't take it as a regret. Rather, it was a lesson and something that was preparing me for a certain journey that I needed to take. Maybe I would be in some other university, but now I'm in Legia. I've met different people, different friends. Maybe that's fate. That's how it was supposed to be. Yes. And that thing you talked about, someone who is in high school there, and they would wish also to be in university at one point. One thing I can tell them is believe in yourself. If it's a course, don't listen to what people are saying. Because they will tell you to go to this university, it's hard, there's competition, you have to put in some bribes and what. But I tell you, you have to believe in yourself. Set dreams, have visions, and work towards achieving those dreams and visions. Because also setting the dreams and you go back and sit and relax, it's not going to change anything at all. It's not going to change anything. But all this aside, trust in God. You have to trust in God. Because I told you he's the Alpha and Omega. Yes, he's the beginning and the end. So in your equation, if you find that God is not in your equation, that's a wrong equation. Yeah, you're going to get it wrong.
Then we have seen a lot of scenarios, campus students being harassed. Last week we saw a student at Chambogo. This student was actually, from sources, they say the boyfriend was the one who was paying tuition, hostel, everything, and then it comes like it came like the lady didn't lost the interest, and then got a new boyfriend, and of course he left out this the other guy, and this guy made a watch. Actually organized a group of people, and then they found this lady with a new boyfriend, and then they stormed them, and unfortunately this lady lost her life. And the guy survived, but also with injuries. So as a leader, have you always gotten time to give advice to your friends, the community around your classmates? Have you always got time and you always advised where necessary?
Yes, I heard of that scenario, and it was shared on one of our platforms, and that story had been circulating around. I heard of it. It was so upset, and may the deceased rest in eternal peace. Now, what I realized from that story, it was one thing: people fail to speak. People fail to open up on why they're doing certain things. Because if I put myself in that gentleman's shoes, the one who was paying the tuition, the one who was paying rent, you see, he had invested in emotionally, physically, financially, and this is the least you would expect from this girl going out and getting someone else. But also on the girl's side, you can't judge her and say what she did was wrong, however much it was not right.
Yeah.
But if she had said something, speak out. Yeah. If this is what you want, if this is what is happening, speak out. Be transparent. Because I've invested you all this time. I've invested you my money, and you behave in such a way, I would be disappointed. And we react to different situations in a different way.
Yeah.
That's how the gentleman reacted. Another person would react in a different way because we are different people. We were created in a different way. So we take in things differently.
Yeah.
Don't assume that just getting someone else is going to be a solution. Yeah. Like I said, if you have a challenge, speak out. Speak to your leaders. Don't rush to making decisions. I don't believe in that. Any situation that comes, just be calm. Compose yourself. If necessary, then pray about it. Ask your friends, because if you ask Arnold, maybe Arnold would have advised in a different way. But this was a very rash decision. And you see what it costed her?
Yeah.
It costed her life. And it's not that she's the only one going through that. At campus here, we've had students who struggle with different things. Some struggle with addictions. Some have family challenges. Some have personal challenges. Some struggle with esteem, self-esteem, and at the end of the day, they're depressed. They are stressed. They are missing out on lectures. They've eaten tuition to betting and what. But it all comes back to you as an individual. Speak out. You know, a problem shared is halfway solved. However much nowadays people fear to share, because you share out something and the next day everyone knows what you've shared. Yeah. So it is so absurd, and in this generation where people are struggling with very many things. So speak out.
Yeah. So
Open up.
I think a student there who's listening was actually watching this show. I think you picking out something. Listen, talk. It's always okay to talk, by the way. And I think that's one of the reasons why in campus they give presentations.
Yes.
You know, there are people who are even who you find someone, they are passing through something and they're not able to talk.
True.
But have you ever passed through something and after talking it out, you feel like
You feel relieved.
Yeah, you feel relieved. Like
That's true.
yeah, talking has no problem, by the way. You find someone struggling, and yeah, and by the way, still about that last month I was watching. You know me, I'm good at watching news. And there's news that is circulating that HIV, AIDS, no HIV, it's more in hostels, like campus hostels. It is actually on a very big rise. And actually, the rate at which HIV is rising in females is actually even multiplying times 3. The exceeding that of the males, you know. So, like, you as a leader, what would you say about that?
It's a hard one, but also a simple one to reply to. We need to be conscious as human beings. However much you're feeling good about this person, however much you see them and you feel that's the end of the world, you need to be conscious. Life, once you've lost life, I don't think you can regain it again. If you've died, if we've buried you, I don't see chances of you coming back. However much in Christianity, we've had stories of people resurrecting. But your chances at that point, why would you wait to be in that situation? So before you make any decision, think about it. What are repercussions to this? What are the outcomes? Yes, I'm going to go in for this sexual act. But is it right?
Yeah.
Yes, I've made a mistake and it has happened. But am I still doing it right? There are different measures you can use to prevent that illness.
Yeah.
And once you've gotten HIV, because from the time I was born, I've had the medicine is being worked upon, but up to now, we've not seen the medicine being used. I don't know how far they've gone with the research and all that, and then the manufacturing of that drug that cures HIV. It's incurable, in short.
Yeah.
And now you've gotten it. This was all coming back to you. You had a decision to make, but you made the wrong decision. So always take time to analyze these things. Be conscious of your life. Embrace the life that you've been given. Unlike some maybe who might be born with it, unlike some who are raped. You've heard of cases where girls are raped in the different places, maybe in parties. Maybe as she was going home, she was attacked and raped. And that is always so absurd. But even when it happens, there are solutions to this. Speak out still, because if you go through something and you don't speak, how do you expect to get a solution? So about campus life, we just need to be conscious. We need to be conscious and to be patient. These are things that you get anytime when you get married. Yeah, you enjoy your spouse in any way you'd want to enjoy them. It's about patience.
It's about patience
and being conscious.
That's a good one, by the way. That's a very good one. Yeah, and before we close our show, like generally, what would you advise anyone, irrespective of what they are doing, or give a reference to your life, like the way you've lived your life, like the way you've protected yourself, what you've passed through in, like generally, what kind of advice can you give to the younger generation?
Yes, the advice I could give out to someone out there, regardless of their age and gender, we have a creator. We have someone who put us in this world. We have someone who has worked on our story. Someone who knows, who knew you even before you were born. And that is God. You need to fear God. You need to get more close to him. You need to have a relationship with him. Because men might speak things, men might do certain things, but they are the same people that are going to disappoint you at the end of the day. But there's someone that is so faithful, he's so loving, and that is God. Love God, fear God in everything you do. And then one more thing I can say is believe in yourself. Believe that you can do anything. Believe that you can achieve. Have a dream. Chase that dream. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. And actually, guys, our viewers who are there, you can comment. Yeah, you can give any comment, you can like, and please always subscribe and always share the information, like if something, if you've gotten something from today's interview, you can share it to your friend. Maybe you never know, there's someone, people are passing through a lot, by the way. People are passing through a lot. So if you feel like today's interview has really taught you something, or it has inspired you, you can pass it to your friend. You can share the link to your friend so that this message also reaches another person. Don't leave it on yourself.
That's true.
Yes. And actually, by the way, away from that, we want, Uganda is mourning. Actually, there's an accident that happened. Yeah, Gulu Highway Road, and a lot of people lost their lives. And actually, even the families have lost. I was saying this way that who is studying at TCU, but she was being low.
She was going for graduation.
Yeah, and
So upset.
So upset, by the way. And by we as the Big Talk Show, we want to send our condolences to the affected families, and God's the one who gives and he takes, So we send our condolences to the affected families. Yeah, so we also pray for peace, by the way. We are in elections. Yeah, we pray for peace. yeah, so that we can also pass through this, and everyone still lives a life, like we continue with life, because I remember in the last elections, a lot of people lost their lives, even innocent people. You wake up in the morning, you go to work, and you know someone just loses life like that. Yeah. So above all, we thank God for our lives, and yeah, we can't thank Him enough, by the way. And it has been a great time with you, sir.
Yes.
Yes, thanks for coming around.
Thank you for hosting me.
Yeah, and and sharing a lot. You have shared a lot of things, by the way. I'm sure there's someone who has picked something.
True.
And actually, even me, by the way, I've picked a lot. Yeah.
Glory to God.
Yeah, I've picked a lot, Yeah, but yeah, thanks a lot, man.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks for coming around.
Thank you for hosting me.
Yeah.
Yes, God bless you.
Okay.